I remember going into the Leeds City Museum when I was young and seeing a huge Bengal tiger, a stuffed Bengal tiger, and just thinking, wow, that's fantastic. And I think that you get that in a natural history museum.
Don't hurt his ear.
I like the idea of doing it with the mundane animals instead of the fabulous and exotic animals. So to take a cow, which has always been food, and then to give it some kind of tragedy and cut it in half. I really like that. It's a series called Natural History, the whole series, all the formaldehyde pieces in the tanks. And for me, that whole thing's just about that kind of, you know, laying a grid over a landscape, and the body is like a landscape, the body of the cow's a landscape, and the tanks work like a kind of grid. But, you know, I mean, it works like that on one level, but then on another level, it's just like, oh, wow, what's that? You know, like natural history. What I liked was this idea of killing things to try and understand the world, or, you know, like with an electron microscope, if you look at things that are already dead, you have to kill them in order to look at them, which seems really bizarre. And with the formaldehyde, it's like a fish. It lives in an environment which is totally alien to us, which is in the sea. It's like the opposite of where we live. So then to take a fish and put it, and kill it and put it back into an environment which is very similar to the environment it was before, I really like that, and the way it looks like some kind of Victorian curiosity. Sometimes I feel a bit like Baron Frankenstein, but then I quite like that idea anyway. I think that art should be like when you go to the cinema, it should work like that, and it has a lot of impact, and it's visual, and you get a message. And I don't see why art should be any different to that. I've got a sculpture which I'm working on at the moment where there's no formaldehyde, where we're trying to get rid of the smell. I'm trying to find a way to have animals in cases that decay, where you don't smell anything, so you can actually look at them, so you can watch this kind of decay. So I think there's something really obscene about decay without smell. I think decaying things smell in order to put you off. But decay itself is actually visually quite a beautiful thing. The colours you get, and you get greens, purples, you get this really fabulous visual thing, and the smell puts you off because it's disgusting. You take that smell away, and you should be repulsed, but you can't be repulsed. I like that.